Everybody stand and let us pray. Mr. Lobas, can we lead the prayer?
Brothers Orthodox, elevate the sign of the cross.
In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Our Father,
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us into test, but deliver us from evil.
Good morning, class!
Good morning, sir.
By the way, I am your teacher this morning. I am Mr. Daryl Manayan, but you can call me Sir Daryl. Alright, how are you today?
We're fine.
Okay, so before you sit down, everybody pick up some pieces of papers under your tables and chairs. And arrange your chairs properly. Alright. So, who is your classroom secretary? Miss Nakuma, kindly list down your names, the names of your classmates who are absent today, okay? And hand me later on. Alright, so this morning, you are guiding our classroom rules, and everybody read.
Listen attentively.
Again, everybody read.
Listen attentively. Engage actively. Act responsibly. Respect everyone. Never give up.
Alright, so is our classroom rules clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. By the way, everybody pass all your assignments and give it to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have our review first, but before that one, we have our behavioral chart that will manifest your cooperation during and after our class discussion. So we have here 3 groups, and you have already 50 points. And if I will see anybody of you who are very noisy during class discussion, I will automatically deduct your points. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So we have our review. This review, or this activity called Give Me a Number.
Yes.
Okay. So I will call one student to answer the first question. And after you answer, give me a number, and I will count who will be the next to answer the next question. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, Miss Humansi, what was our previous lesson?
I think our previous lesson was all about constructing sentences that express opinion and assertion.
Alright, very good. So our previous lesson is all about formulating sentences that expresses opinion and assertion. So now, give me a number.
1, sir.
Alright, 1. Miss Sinidas, what is an opinion?
Well, an opinion is stating your opinion or your ideas towards the content that you have seen earlier.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Sinidas. So next, by the what is an assertion? By the way, give me a number first.
8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, back to you, Miss Humansi. What is an assertion?
Assertion, it is a statement that is backed up with factual information, sir.
Yes, that's correct. So that is an assertion, that a sentence that has factual, that has fact or evidences. So, do you want another activity?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, next activity we have our group activity. And this group activity called What If Game. So, This will be the group 1, the group 2, the group 3, and the group 4. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So in your group, I will give a specific parts of the story, Cupid and Psyche. And after reading your parts, you will answer the following questions. Okay?
Yes, sir.
This will be the group 1, the group 2, the group 3, and the group 4. So I will give you 5 minutes to answer that one. Start now. Left. Are you done?
Okay.
2 minutes left. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Eyes on the board. Okay, so let's start from group 1. Choose your representative to read the story and then the questions.
Okay, so this is the group 1. Psyche, a mortal woman, is so beautiful that people neglect Venus, the goddess of love. Jealous, Venus orders her son Cupid to make Psyche fall in love with a hideous creature. However, Cupid accidentally falls in love with her. Question. Number 1. If Psyche's beauty captivates people, how would it treat Venus? For me, sir, if Psyche's beauty captivates people, they should also treat the goddess of love with respect and admiration, since she is a goddess that represents beauty and love. And next, what happens if Venus feels jealous of someone? As stated in the description, sir, no, I think the goddess is a jealous goddess and she wants to do people harm.
Okay, thank you so much, group 1. Let's give them a round of applause. Alright, we have group 2.
Cupid marries Psyche but forbids her from seeing his face. Psyche lives happily but grows curious and disobeys him. Looking at him while he sleeps, Cupid feeling betrayed leaves him. First question. If Psyche obeys Cupid's rule, what will happen to their relationship? If Psyche had not disobeyed Cupid and if Psyche did not grow curious in looking at his face, then I believe Cupid wouldn't have leave Psyche, because then they would live a happy relationship because Psyche obeyed the rules of Cupid. Second question, what will Cupid do if Psyche breaks his trust? Just like in the story, Cupid left Psyche because Psyche broke Cupid's trust.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, group 2. Next, we have group 3.
The first question would be, if Psyche were not great, how would she handle Venus task? So, she completes each task, including fetching water from the river steps. And what would happen if Psyche had no divine assistance? So, from the story, she learned about beauty from the underworld.
Okay, thank you so much, group. Let's give them a round of applause. The last group, we have the group 4.
So, Psyche successfully completes the task, and Zeus grants her immortality. She and Cupid are reunited, and they live happily ever after. So the questions that we got are, number 1, if Psyche hadn't completed Venus task, what would have happened to her relationship with Cupid? Based from the summary that I have just read, if Psyche hadn't complete Venus task, then she would not be granted by immortality, and in that case, she would not be reunited with her lover Cupid, and they will be separated by death. And the next question is, what if Jupiter hadn't granted Psyche immortality? So if Jupiter hadn't granted Psyche immortality, then Psyche would be totally disappear in the world from death. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Sumansing from Group 4. Alright, so everybody stand, let's give ourselves round clap. Okay, take your seats properly. So, from the activity that we just did, what do you think our lesson this morning? Yes, Miss Midas.
Well, I think our lesson for today is all about conditional sentences.
Very good. So, our topic this morning is all about conditional sentences. So, further discussion, may I call on Teacher Valerie.
Okay, so good morning everyone. How is everyone feeling today?
We're fine.
You're beautiful, you're fine, which is perfect. So before we further discuss our lesson for today, let us first read our objectives. Okay, kindly read.
At the end of the lesson, the students are expected to define conditional sentences, value the importance of conditional sentences through discussion of literary text, and create an advertisement using the different types of conditional sentences.
Perfect. So before we further discuss what conditional sentences are, I have here an activity called Tell Me Why. So I will randomly select students who will answer these following questions. So first question is for Ronaldin. Ronaldin, what would Psyche have done if she had been given the opportunity to keep her husband's identity a secret forever?
I think, Mom, if Psyche was given the opportunity to hide her husband's identity forever, I think she'll probably hide it forever.
Of course, because it is the only way that they can be together by not knowing the identity of her husband based on the story that you have read a while ago. Revan, if Cupid could fly, where do you think he would take Psyche so they could go away from the chaos of or the wrath of Venus?
I think it could be anywhere just as long as Venus couldn't reach them, because Venus and the other gods are the main reason why they can't be together. So if Cupid had the chance, and if there were no rule that Psyche is not allowed to see Cupid's face, then they would go to somewhere where no god and goddesses could harm their relationship.
Yes, very good. So they could be anywhere as long as they can be together. That's the power of love, right? What about Chesserid? If you could talk to any god or goddesses about the story of Cupid and Psyche, their relationship, who would you talk to and why?
About your relationship. So
Maybe someone who could help them.
would help them is maybe I forgot the name of the goddess, but I think
Yes.
that is her.
Yes.
To give advice to them as they go.
Yes, so Hestia, the goddess of earth, of agriculture, could help them, and they could also ask Zeus, Jupiter, to help them with their situation. So, Debbie, if Psyche had been born in a different world, would it make a difference, and why?
I think yes, because if Psyche lived in a different world, probably yes, there are a lot of a big possibility that she can meet Cupid. Yeah,
Do you think she will be happy if she won't be able to meet Cupid?
maybe yes, because there's also a chance that she can find another man.
Yes, of course. There is always a chance that you can find someone better, but who could be even better than Cupid, right? Cupid is
Yes.
like the god of love. And last one,
your features are the gift from the God. So it doesn't matter if your parents are different. If you are meant to be beautiful than God, the God is Venus, then you will be born more beautiful than the God is Venus, no matter who your parents are.
Yes, of course. Ancient Greek does not know the science between genetics, right? So we can always assume that sight will always be beautiful no matter her parents. So much for that. Let us now delve into our lesson, which is conditional sentences. Kindly read.
Conditional sentences are also known as conditional clauses. Are used to express that the action in the main clause can only take place if a certain condition is fulfilled.
Yes. So conditional sentences are sentences that will talk about the condition between or the relationship between them. So if one sentence talks about something, then that means the next sentence that continues it shall always be in accordance to the previous sentence. So they express that the action of the main clause can only take place if a certain condition is fulfilled. Furthermore, there are two clauses in conditional sentences, the if clause and the main clause. The if clause expresses the condition. For example, if I am standing, and the main clause expresses the result of the action stated in the clause. In my previous sentence, if I am standing, that means I am using my 2 feet. So that is the condition if you are using the if clause and the main clause. So we use conditional sentences to explain what actually happens, what could happen, what we wish would happen, and what might happen. So now that we know what a conditional sentence is, let us know the kinds or the types of conditional sentences. So first is zero conditional. Kindly read.
Is used when the time being referred to is now or always and the situation is real and possible. It is often used to refer to general truths.
Okay, yes. So zero conditionals are about general truths. These are conditions that will happen and will really expect to be real. So the formula in creating your zero conditional is if plus present simple and the present simple of your verb. So example, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils because the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So your present simple is heat. That means your main clause is also in its present simple. So another example, Ronaldin, about zero conditional sentences.
Okay. So, one example. Okay, so if, can I read?
Yes. Yes, you can help.
If you freeze water to 0 degrees Celsius, it turns into ice.
Yes, very good. So, Miss Ronaldin, do you have an example in mind already?
I'm sorry, no, I don't have.
Okay, that is okay. So we can help Ronaldin by stating another example. So for example, if it rains, the road is wet. So it means that if it rains today, then that means the road will be wet today because it is real. Of course, there's no part in the world where it rains and it remains dry regardless of whether it is outside or inside. So that is the zero conditional sentence. So other example, just hearing about zero conditional sentence because you seem to be confused about it.
If you eat food, then you will feel energized.
Yeah, so if you eat food, that means that you will feel energized, which is true. If you don't eat, then how will you feel energized, right? So next is first conditional sentences. So kindly read.
First conditional refers to the present or future
she won't forgive him. So this talks about the current situation and this talks about the future situation. So another example is if we decorate our Christmas tree right now, it will look beautiful in the Christmas or the Christmas Eve. So that means you are talking about a present situation that will affect your future self. So another example, yes, Valerie?
So another example for conditional sentence is, if I don't study today, I will fail my exam.
Yes, very good. So if you don't study today, that means the current situation will affect your future self, which is failing the exam. Very good. So next is our second conditional. Kindly read.
Second conditional is used to talk about what you would generally do in an imaginary situation. It is a structure used for talking about a real situation in the present or in the future. Also includes statements that are contrary to reality.
Okay, so second conditional sentences are what I would like to call the delulu conditionals, because it talks about what you would have done in the today that could have made something or an impact in the future. So it includes statements that are contrary to reality, that are fictional. So and the formula of that is the if plus past simple for the if clause, and in the main clause is the would plus verb and could plus verb. It talks about the 0 to 5% possibility because of course it is unreal, and the 100% certainty in the main clause. So for example, if you spoke French, you would understand this movie better. So in the first clause, if you spoke French, which you clearly don't, then you would understand the movie better. So this clause talks about something that would have been your different situation right now, but it can possibly be true. So for example, if I could fly, then I would go to Mars right now. So is that possible? No, of course. So it is about your delusions. In the second conditional, it is something that you would have done if only that one thing is existing right now. So another thing is, if I am living on the moon, then maybe I would understand the earth better. So that is also a form of second conditional because it is unreal. So another example, who can give me another example of second conditional? Yes, Rabbi.
If I were a girl, then you would like me back.
Oh my God! So yes, if Rabbi was a girl, then maybe her crush would like her back. So that is the glutinous of the second conditional. So next and last one is third conditional. Kindly read.
Third conditional is a structure used for talking about unreal situations in the past. It is used to describe situations which do not
conditional sentences, let us have first some practice drills. So in the first sentence, if I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. So what is this conditional sentence? Yes.
Very conditional.
Yes, it is a third conditional sentence. Next, number 2. If she knew the truth, she would feel relieved. What is yes?
First conditional.
First conditional, yes, correct. Number 3. If the teacher gives us extra credit, we will improve our grades. What is this conditional sentence? Is it a second conditional? It is a first conditional because it will happen if the teacher will give extra credit. No. Last is if you don't water plants, they die. What is
Zero conditional.
yeah, zero conditional. So now that you have understood our lesson for today, may I call in Miss our teacher Glory Joy for our activity.
Okay, so is everyone still okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So since we don't have any questions regarding our lesson for today, we are going to have another activity. So this activity is role playing. So given by your previous groups, so this is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So I want you to talk with your groups and you will be creating an advertisement that involves these conditional sentences. So, and now I will be giving you 5 minutes to prepare and then 3 minutes to present. So, given by our rubrics. Okay, so here is for the group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So, is there any questions about our activity? Okay, again, you will be creating an advertisement that involves these conditional sentences. So, your time starts now. Okay. Finish?
Yes.
Okay. Since you are all finished, so we may call on the first group to present their advertisement.
strive for perfection, we strive for durability, we strive for performance. So why not put all of those concepts together into one mobile and compact phone? Introducing the latest model of the Realme C series, the C51. It It presents a whopping 6.83-inch screen with a refresh rate of 120 Hz, a storage of 128 gigabytes, and a RAM of 4 plus an extendable RAM of another 4 gigabytes, totaling up to 8 gigabytes worth of performance. You can play your favorite games here. If you want to play Mobile Legends, you can play it here. You want to play Call of Duty, play it here. Most of the games, most of the apps, they run very smoothly in this smartphone because it has the latest Snapdragon 885 Plus Pro, and its whopping 6,000 mAh battery can last up to an entire day of usage. So, what are you waiting for? If you want to play with the best specs, with the best performance in the current market, then you have to try the C51. Realme, innovation at your fingertips.
Yes, fantastic. Okay, let's give group 1 a clap.
Yay!
Okay, so let's proceed with group 2.
We're going to use the conditional sentences in our performance.
So, if you want to buy new phone, buy this phone now. The latest release of Vivo V Series V 2021.
If you buy this phone, then you will have a 50% discount.
Yay!
Should you buy this new phone?
You know, if I buy the phone, then I would have the opportunity to chat my crush.
Yes, you have the phone.
Yeah. Should you buy the phone?
I don't know. We don't have the budget. Yeah. Buy now.
If I really have the money, then I would have bought it, because I'm wanting to chat my crush,
Yes.
and it's been years since I haven't talked to him.
Yeah.
Buy now. Buy now. Buy now.
Okay, so very good. It's 16 and that clear. So let's proceed to group 3.
Hi, Ben. Hello, Christine. Did you know that when you mix red and blue, you get purple? Wow, it's amazing. I like it.
Very good. It's clap our hands for the group 3 and now the last group, the group 4.
How can I cut this paper?
Do you want something sharp, cheap, and convenient to use?
Yes.
Use now Rosales scissor. If you want your paper to be cut nicely, then use my scissor.
Thank you. If only I have used this scissor, I could have cut the paper nicely.
What are you waiting for? Buy now the Rosales scissor at our Sari store.
Okay, very good. So I guess everyone has portrayed their advertisement well. So let's give everyone a barangay clap. So since the group 1 has portrayed their advertisement well, so for the content, they got 5 points.
Wow.
And for the creativity, they also have 5 points. And for the teamwork, since they worked well, they've got 5 points. The timeliness, also 5 points. So they've got a total of 20 points. So, and for the group 2 also, for the content, they have 5 points. conditional sentences. Yes, Mr. Roulette.
Conditional sentences are known as conditional clauses as well. They use to express the action in the main clause and can only take place if a certain condition is fulfilled.
Okay, so very good. So what are the four conditional sentences? Yes, Miss Debbie.
The four conditional sentences are the same: conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional.
Okay, very good. So since you've understood our lesson for today, so we will be having a short quiz. So get one and pass. Finish.
Yes, ma'am.
So exchange your papers with your seatmate and so Mr. Rude, can you please read the first question?
If it snows tomorrow, we will build a snowman. The answer is it is the second conditional statement.
Okay, very good. So number 2, can you please read Mr. Impales?
If Santa were real, he would visit every child in Christmas. First, conditional. Second, conditional.
Okay, yes, very good. So number 3, can you please read Mr. Lobas?
If you hit candy canes, they melt. I think this is zero conditional.
Okay, very good. So number 4, can you please read Miss Batungino?
Number 4, if I had baked the cookies earlier, you would have more for the games. The answer is letter D.
Yes, very good. Letter D. So next is number 6. Can you please read Miss Humansing?
Number 6, if I got scales, I could swim the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, very good.
Second conditional.
Okay, yes, very good. It's a second. Number 7, yes, Miss Debbie.
If the reindeer don't rest, he wouldn't have delivered the gift. It is a zero conditional one.
Yes, very good. It is zero conditional. So number 8, yes, Miss Fernandine.
If I learned how to bake earlier, I could have have made a beautiful play. It's third conditional, ma'am.
Yes, very good. It is third conditional. Number 9, yes, Mr. Rule. Can you please read?
If I had read the story, then I would have understood its meaning. I think, ma'am, the answer is third conditional, letter C.
Okay, yes, very good. It's third conditional. And for the last one, yes, can you please still read the last part?
If I had slept last night, then I wouldn't have been so drowsy today. I guess, ma'am, still letter C, third conditional.
Yes, it's third conditional. So, who got the a perfect score? Yes, very good. So, pass your papers forward. Okay, so thank you. Very good. So, for your assignment, you will be creating a 150-word essay using the conditional sentences, and your topic would be if I could change the world, and you will be passing it to me back tomorrow. So I guess that's all for our lesson for today, and goodbye, class.
Goodbye and thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Pag bloopers mo para maabot ang 45.
Ano si Daryl?
Kung ini sa